Have you ever wondered, if one day you disappeared forever, where would your dog think you went? Would they know you're gone for good? Or would they keep waiting day after day, simply believing you'll come back? We like to think we understand our pets. But the truth is, dogs see the world in a completely different way. They don't see colors the way we do. They don't think the way we do. And most importantly, they don't just see you as a human. So, in their minds, what are you? In this video, we're uncovering some surprising, deeply emotional truths about how dogs see, feel, and remember you. Not with logic, but with their heart and their nose. If you've ever thought your dog loves you only because you feed them, take them for walks, or play fetch, you might be missing the biggest piece of the puzzle. And now, let's begin with the first truth, one that will change the way you look at those quiet, waiting eyes forever. Has your dog ever sat quietly by the door, ears perked, eyes locked on the entrance, like they're waiting for someone who never comes? It's not always because they're hungry. It's not because they need a walk. It's because deep down, they still believe that person will return. For dogs, time is a blurry concept, but loss? That they feel in sharp detail. They don't understand death. They don't grasp forever. What they do feel is the emptiness that suddenly takes up space where love used to live. They listen for footsteps that never arrive. They bark softly when strangers pass, just in case. They curl up in the chair where that person once sat. They bury their nose in a shirt that still carries the scent they know by heart. They can't explain why it hurts. They just know something is missing. And then comes the miracle. If, after years apart, that person walks through the door, it only takes a single breath, a single familiar heartbeat for the dog to know. Tails whip like a storm, cries burst out like joy itself, and they leap into an embrace as if time had stood still all along. Dogs don't need a face to recognize love. The rhythm of footsteps, the sound of a voice, even the faintest breath in the air, it's enough. Their eyes may forget details, but their nose never does. Because to them, in their heart, you never really left. Your dog can sense when you're hurting, even if you never shed a tear or speak a single word. They notice the way your footsteps slow down, the heaviness in your breathing, the silence that hangs around you like a shadow. Things no one else might catch, they do. Some people doubt that dogs can truly feel human emotions, but science proves otherwise. When you're stressed or sad, your body chemistry changes. Your scent shifts in ways invisible to us, but crystal clear to them. And because they love you so fiercely, they pick it up instantly. That's why they come closer, resting their head on your lap, nudging your hand with their nose, or just lying beside you quietly, not asking for treats, not demanding attention, just being there because they care. Sometimes their intuition goes even deeper. Long before doctors run tests, some dogs can sniff out illness like cancer, diabetes, even seizures before they happen. All from the subtle changes in your body that no human could ever detect. There are real stories, confirmed by science, of dogs refusing to leave one spot on their owner's body, only for doctors to later discover a tumor beneath. They don't need a degree or a machine to know something's wrong. All they need is love strong enough to tune into every signal your body gives. Your dog doesn't just sense your feelings, they often become them. Scientists call it emotional contagion. And a 2016 study in Biology Letters showed that dogs reflect their owner's emotions in striking ways. When you're anxious, they grow restless, pacing or sticking to your side as if trying to absorb your worry. But when you're calm, their body loosens, their breathing slows, and they settle into peace right along with you. This emotional echo shows that dogs aren't just companions. They're partners in your inner world. They celebrate when you're joyful, they soften when you're gentle, and when life weighs you down, they quietly shoulder part of that burden. In their own way, they remind you, you never walk through your feelings alone. Just as dogs mirror the rise and fall of your emotions, they also hold on to the sound that anchors them most, your voice. Among all the noises that fill their world, they can pick yours out instantly, even in the middle of chaos. A 2014 study in animal cognition found that a dog's brain lights up when they hear their owner speak, the same way it does when they're given their favorite treat. The rhythm, the pitch, even the pauses in your words form a melody they know by heart. That's why the moment you call their name from another room, ears perk up, tails wag, and they come running. Not because of the word itself, but because it's you. To them, your voice isn't just sound. It's a lighthouse of love, guiding them back to safety and belonging every single time. If your voice is their lighthouse, then your scent is their blanket. A dog's nose is tens of thousands of times more powerful than ours, and to them, your scent is unlike anyone else's. It's comfort, safety, and love, all wrapped into one. Researchers at the University of British Columbia discovered that when dogs smell their owner, the reward center of their brain lights up, just like when they're given food or playtime. That's why when you're away, they curl up in your clothes, bury their face in your pillow, or guard the shoes you just took off. To you, it might look like mischief. To them, it's survival of the heart. Your scent tells them, you're still here. I'm not alone. Even when distance separates you, that invisible bond stays strong, woven into every thread, every breath, every trace of you they can hold on to. And even when they finally drift off to sleep, you don't leave their world. You follow them into their dreams. During REM sleep, dogs experience dreams much like humans do. Harvard researchers believe those dreams often replay their daily moments, with you as the main character. That little paw twitch, the soft whimper, the faint wag of a tail, it's not random. It could be them chasing the ball you threw earlier, or reliving the simple joy of lying beside you. Even in their subconscious, you remain at the center of their universe. It's a reminder that their bond with you isn't just waking devotion. It's written into every layer of their being. Awake or asleep, you're the heartbeat of their story. Dogs don't just sense how you feel, they're remarkably skilled at reading what you mean. A 2015 study published in Current Biology showed that dogs can actually tell the difference between an accident and a deliberate act. So if you accidentally step on their paw, they might flinch, but they forgive almost instantly. But if they sense it was intentional, the reaction is very different. They're paying attention not just to what you do, but to the body language and tiny cues that reveal your intent. This gift allows them to know you on a deeper level. They learn the difference between a mistake and malice, between clumsiness and cruelty, and that understanding builds an even stronger trust. Because your dog isn't just reacting to your actions, they're reading the truth of your heart. And it's because they read your heart so well, knowing the difference between a mistake and true intent, that they place their trust in you completely. To them, you're not just someone who feeds or walks them. You are the one safe place they can always return to, no matter what. So what are you in their eyes? Not just an owner? To them, you are family. You are the safe place they run to when thunder shakes the night. The shelter they cling to when the world feels too big. Scientists have found that when a dog is close to the person who cares for them, their stress hormone, cortisol, drops significantly. Just like a child calming down in their mother's arms. That's why when they're anxious, they look into your eyes. When they're scared, they bury their face in your lap, and the second they see you, peace comes rushing back. You are not just part of their life. You are the center of their little universe. And here's the magical part. They often know you're coming home before you even walk through the door, not because of the car, not because of the keys, but because they memorize your patterns, your rhythms, even your energy. Longtime dog owners often say, "I don't know how, but my dog is always waiting by the door right before I arrive." That's not coincidence. That's love, turned into a sixth sense. And when you finally meet their gaze, have you ever felt like they were trying to say something? That's because they are. Dogs communicate with their eyes far more than we realize. A long, soft stare isn't a challenge. It's a silent conversation. That look carries memories. The first time you held them, the comfort after a storm, the quiet morning spent side by side. In that gaze, they're telling you, "I love you, I understand you, I'll always be here." Don't look away too quickly. Look back. Look deep, because in that moment, you're speaking the only language that truly matters to them. Sometimes when you scold them, they turn their face away. When you snap in frustration after a long day, their eyes drop, heavy with a quiet sadness. People often think dogs can't feel hurt, but they do. Not the way humans hold grudges, but in a softer, deeper way. It's the ache of waiting all day for your love, only to be brushed aside in a single moment. They don't bark back. They don't fight. They just curl into themselves with a silent whisper, "That hurt, but I still love you." And it's that love that shapes their choice. In a house full of people, a dog will still choose just one person to bond with most deeply. It's not always the one who feeds them the most or plays fetch the longest. It's the one whose heartbeat matches theirs. The one who pets them with real attention, not absent-minded strokes. The one who talks to them, even when there's nothing important to say. Their loyalty is born not from grand gestures, but from countless little moments repeated until they become eternal. Yet here's the mystery, that loyalty isn't blind. They don't just love you, they know you. Science has shown that dogs' brains light up in unique ways only when they see humans, not other dogs. Which means to them, you aren't just another creature without fur. You are singular, special. A whole world worth exploring, worth guarding, worth loving endlessly. They never confuse you with anyone else. They watch you, listen to you, memorize you. From your eyes to your voice, from your scent to the rhythm of your footsteps, they carry a map of you inside their mind. And in that map, you are home. There are days when your dog does something that looks a little odd, dragging your socks onto the bed, trotting around with your shoe in their mouth, or curling up on the shirt you just took off. To us, it might look like mischief. To them, it's not. It's their way of keeping you close when you're gone. Anything that smells like you is comfort. A sock, a shoe, a crumpled t-shirt. It's not clutter to them, it's a piece of you. When they bury their nose in it, they're whispering the words they can't say out loud. I miss you. The stronger their love, the stronger that need to keep you near. And here's the truth that can break your heart a little. No matter how many people feed them, play with them, or take them on walks, your dog will always form the deepest bond with just one person. Not because that person is perfect, but because of an invisible thread that ties them together. It might be the one who greets them every morning with a gentle word, the one who looks at them with eyes full of love, or simply the one who has never raised their voice, even on the hardest days. Dogs remember every act of kindness, every moment of patience, every silent promise. And one day, without ceremony, they choose. This is my person, my forever. They don't need reasons, their heart already knows. Have you noticed? When you scold your dog, they don't look at you like a soldier facing a commander. They look at you like they're pleading, "What did I do wrong? Do you still love me?" Dogs feel. They can be hurt. And when you ignore them or lash out without reason, they don't plot revenge. They just retreat into silence, not out of anger, but out of heartbreak. They carry those moments with them. They remember, they feel. But here's the most beautiful part. They forgive faster than anyone else ever could. One kind word, one gentle touch, one loving glance, and they come rushing back, tail wagging, heart wide open, ready to love you like nothing ever happened. Sometimes life pulls you away, leaves you exhausted, distracted, or distant. But your dog's eyes never stop watching, never stop waiting. Not just for your presence, but for your attention. When they stare at you long and quiet, it isn't a request for food or play. It's a question. Are you still the one I chose? And if there's only one thing you take from all of this, let it be this. In your dog's world, you're not just human. You are their entire world. Every breath you take, every step you make, every habit you carry, it's the soundtrack of their life. So if any part of this touched you, if at any moment you felt that familiar sting in your chest, hold on to it. Cherish their love. Look at them a little longer. Listen a little closer. Care a little deeper. If this story made you look at your dog a little differently tonight, don't just keep it to yourself. Give them an extra hug, an extra smile, and then share this video so more people can see the love waiting right in front of them. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your own dog story, and subscribe for more moments that remind us just how much our dogs truly feel. Because here, it's not just about dogs, it's about love, the kind that never fades.